Born into the harsh realities of rural Arkansas in the 1930s, Charles Liston's life was anything but ordinary. A boy who transformed his pain into power, Liston emerged from a tumultuous childhood marked by abuse and hardship to become one of boxing's most formidable champions. As he navigated the turbulent waters of crime, imprisonment, and ultimately the squared circle, Liston's journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the complex interplay between greatness and tragedy. From the dusty fields of the Moore-Ledge plantation to the bright lights of heavyweight championship fights, Sonny Liston's rise to fame is a gripping saga of redemption, strength, and the haunting shadows that accompany a legacy in the ring. Born circa 1930 on the Moore-Ledge plantation near Johnson Township, Arkansas, Liston came into the world during challenging times. His father, Tobe Liston, was a strict sharecropper, and Sonny faced a tumultuous upbringing marked by severe beatings that left lasting scars, both physical and emotional. As a child, he yearned for a better life, and at around 13, he took a bold step to reunite with his mother and siblings in St. Louis, selling pecans to fund his journey. However, the transition was fraught with difficulties. He faced taunts about his illiteracy and found himself drawn into a life of crime, leading a gang known as the Yellow Shirt Bandits. Caught in 1950, he was sentenced to 5 years in the Missouri State Penitentiary. Yet, it was here that his life took a fateful turn. Introduced to boxing by Reverend Alois Stevens, Liston discovered a natural aptitude for the sport. After showcasing his raw power in a sparring session with a professional heavyweight, he earned an early parole and began his rise in the boxing world. His professional career took off in 1953, and by 1962, he achieved the pinnacle of success, becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion after a stunning first-round knockout of Floyd Patterson. This victory not only marked him as a dominant force in boxing, but also established him as a figure of intimidation. Liston's immense strength, long reach, and formidable jab made him a nightmare for opponents, leading many to consider him one of the greatest heavyweights in history. However, his reign was not without controversy. In 1964, he faced the young and brash Muhammad Ali, entering the bout as an 8-1 favorite. The fight ended in a shocking defeat for Liston when he retired in his corner, citing an inflamed shoulder amidst rumors of heavy drinking the night before. The rematch in 1965 ended in another surprising first-round knockout loss, further fueling suspicions of a fix. Despite these setbacks, Liston's legacy as an intimidating powerhouse remained intact. His contributions to the sport did not go unnoticed. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1991. Today, he is celebrated not only as a champion, but also as a complex figure whose life story reflects resilience, tragedy, and unparalleled strength in the ring. The Ring magazine ranks him as the 10th greatest heavyweight of all time, solidifying his status in boxing history. About personal life, Sonny Liston was not just a towering figure in the boxing world. His personal life was equally complex and multifaceted. In 1957, Liston married Geraldine Chambers in St. Louis, Missouri. Geraldine had a daughter from a previous relationship, and the couple later adopted a boy from Sweden, expanding their family and giving Liston a chance at domestic life. Those close to Liston described him as a loving husband and father, with Geraldine recalling that he was great with me, great with the kids. This portrayal of Liston contrasts sharply with his public persona as an intimidating fighter, showcasing a gentler side that few were privy to. Despite his rough exterior, Liston's life was punctuated by periods of reflection and self-improvement. He faced significant challenges, including a history of illiteracy. Although he struggled with reading and writing, he was known for his street smarts and sharp intellect. Former light heavyweight champion Jose Torres remarked on Liston's intelligence, stating he had never met a more astute athlete across any sport. This insight reveals the complexity of Liston as a man who was more than just a boxer. He was a survivor who navigated the complexities of life with a unique perspective. Reports of mob ties and criminal affiliations added layers of intrigue and suspicion to his boxing matches, leading some to question the legitimacy of his victories. Liston often found himself at the intersection of fame and infamy, a duality that made him a captivating figure in both sports and society. In addition to his tumultuous connections, his later years were marked by personal struggles. He grappled with the consequences of his past, including the weight of his reputation and the pressures of being a public figure. Despite the controversies and complexities surrounding him, Liston's family life remained a cornerstone of his identity. His wife and children provided him with a sense of stability amid the chaos of his career. While his life was often overshadowed by his boxing achievements, it was this personal side, his role as a father and husband, that grounded him. About professional life, Sonny Liston entered the boxing ring with a reputation that preceded him, one of sheer intimidation. After spending time in prison, he emerged with a burning desire to change his fate. His fists, like hammers, packed raw power and surprising agility, allowing him to rise through the ranks with dizzying speed. By 1962, Liston had become the heavyweight champion of the world, defeating Floyd Patterson in a stunning upset that sent shockwaves through the boxing community. He was a force of nature, a colossus in the ring whose mere presence made opponents quake with fear. As he stood there, muscles rippling, eyes narrowed, he embodied intimidation, the very definition of a champion. His reign was marked by brutal knockouts, earning him the nickname the Bear. However, behind the mask of the champion lay the shadows of his tumultuous past, hinting at struggles that would come to define him. Then came the moment that would change the trajectory of his career forever: a clash with the brash young challenger Muhammad Ali. Their first encounter in 1964 was not just a fight. It was a collision of styles and philosophies, the intimidating champion against the audacious upstart. The atmosphere crackled with anticipation as fans buzzed with excitement and uncertainty. In a shocking turn of events, Liston was defeated, and Ali claimed the heavyweight title. The boxing world was left reeling, but Liston was not a man to back down. He was determined to reclaim his throne. Following a tumultuous series of events that included surgery to address a hand injury, Liston and Ali faced off again on May 25, 1965, in Lewiston, Maine. The rematch was fraught with tension, and Liston trained hard, but the whispers of his past, rumors of alcohol and possible drug use, haunted him. The first round began, and fans held their breath. Then, in an instant, a seemingly innocuous punch from Ali sent Liston crashing to the canvas, igniting a firestorm of controversy. The crowd erupted in disbelief, questioning the legitimacy of the knockout, dubbing it the infamous Phantom Punch, and alleging that Liston had taken a dive. As chaos erupted in the ring, Ali stood over his fallen opponent, taunting him to rise, his bravado electrifying the atmosphere. The referee, Jersey Joe Walcott, struggled to regain control, caught in a storm of confusion as Liston lay motionless. The bout ended abruptly, leaving spectators baffled and frustrated, many still settling into their seats, echoing shouts of "fix." The aftermath of the rematch marked the beginning of a steep decline in Liston's career. Though he had moments of resurgence, including several knockout victories, the fire that once burned brightly seemed to flicker. His later fights, while still showcasing his power, lacked the ferocity that had made him a legend. By the time he faced Leotis Martin in December 1969, Liston found himself knocked out cold, a far cry from the invincible champion he once was. Despite his struggles and the controversies that surrounded his name, Sonny Liston remains a figure of intrigue in boxing history. He was a man shaped by his experiences, both in and out of the ring, a testament to the complexities of fame. His legacy is a tapestry woven with tales of triumph, controversy, and the relentless pursuit of redemption. As he faded from the limelight, questions continued to linger. Was he a champion who fell from grace, or a man ensnared in a web of his own making? In the end, Liston's story transcends mere victories and defeats. It serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of fame, the weight of expectations, and the relentless drive that can propel a man to greatness or lead him to his downfall. Sonny Liston may have left the ring, but the echoes of his legacy continue to resonate, a powerful narrative of ambition, struggle, and the human spirit. Life beyond the ring. Sonny Liston, the heavyweight champion known for his formidable presence in the boxing ring, had a life outside the sport that was as complex and intriguing as his boxing career. While his fists struck fear in the hearts of his opponents, his venture into acting showcased a different facet of his personality. In 1965, he took on the role of a fist fighter in the film Harlow, where he brought his imposing aura to the silver screen. His larger-than-life presence didn't end there. He made a cameo appearance in the 1968 film Head, featuring the Monkees, and played the part of the farmer in the 1970 film Moonfire, alongside actors Richard Egan and Charles Napier. That same year, he appeared on an episode of the TV series Love, American Style, and even starred in a commercial for Braniff Airlines with the avant-garde artist Andy Warhol. These forays into acting revealed a different side of Liston, a man navigating the world of fame and entertainment while still grappling with the shadows of his past. Beyond the spotlight, Liston also ventured into activism. On July 28, 1963, he joined a group of 500 African Americans in Denver, marching to a post office to mail letters urging the Colorado congressional delegation to support President Kennedy's civil rights package. This moment illustrated his awareness of social issues and his desire to be part of the change, even as his boxing career began to unravel. Tragically, Liston's life came to an abrupt end on January 5, 1971. His wife, Geraldine, returned home from a 2-week trip only to be met with a foul odor emanating from the bedroom. Upon entering, she found Liston slumped against the bed, a broken foot bench on the floor nearby. Authorities speculated that he had been undressing for bed when he fell, the force of the fall causing the bench to break. In the hours following the discovery, Geraldine called his attorney and doctor, but waited to notify the police, leaving many questions surrounding the circumstances of his death. Las Vegas police concluded there were no signs of foul play, attributing Liston's death to a heroin overdose, a detail that echoed the whispers of his troubled lifestyle. Although traces of heroin byproducts were found in Liston's system, they were not in amounts large enough to cause his death. Officially, he died from lung congestion and heart failure, with medical reports indicating he had been suffering from hardening of the heart muscle and lung disease prior to his passing. However, the circumstances surrounding his death sparked numerous theories. Among them was the discovery of a 1/4 ounce of heroin in a balloon in the kitchen and a 1/2 ounce of marijuana in Liston's pants pocket, yet no needles or syringes were found. This discrepancy led some to speculate about foul play. Friends and acquaintances insisted that Liston was terrified of needles and would never have used heroin. They recounted stories of his aversion to injections, with trainer Willie Reddish recalling a time Liston canceled a planned tour to Africa simply because he refused the required vaccinations. As speculation mounted, rumors emerged suggesting Liston's death was not accidental. Some believed he was involved with a loan sharking ring and was murdered after attempting to claim a bigger share. Others claimed he was seen at a house targeted for a drug raid, leading to the theory that he was injected with a hot dose as retribution. Another narrative painted him as a man caught in a web of mob connections, with debts and threats hanging over his head. His wife's increasing worry about his silence just days before his death added to the mystery, as she reached out to friends to express her concerns. Despite the controversy and the tragic end to his life, his legacy endured. Effectively blacklisted by the boxing establishment during his lifetime, he achieved a level of public recognition that is rare for a sports figure, and this recognition has only grown over the decades following his death. In 2008, a bronze copy of a statue of Liston, sculpted by Alfred Herdliska in 1964, was erected in Stuttgart, Germany, commemorating his status as a boxing icon. His life was a multifaceted tapestry woven from threads of triumph, tragedy, and the relentless pursuit of identity. As fans and historians continue to explore the depths of his legacy, they find a man who was not just a champion, but also a figure of immense complexity, navigating the highs and lows of fame while leaving behind a lasting imprint on the world of sports and beyond. Thanks for watching. For more thrilling boxing stories, check out our biography of Larry Holmes and other legendary fighters. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more knockout content. Stay tuned for more epic boxing tales.